Hello once again. I'm your presenter, Josh Rhodes, and welcome to NerveTV's Thanksgiving special. So, coming up on today's show, we'll be putting our British and American students against each other in a Thanksgiving-themed showdown. And later, we'll find out how many nerve execs it takes to get a turkey stuffed. Let's get gobbling, shall we?
Okay, to kick off our special, we have surprise guest Nicholas Lois, our own personal American. Can we all have a round of applause for Nicholas?
Thank you.
Now, our very own presenter, Josh, will be facing off against him to see who knows the most about Thanksgiving in a general knowledge quiz. It's time for America versus Great Britain.
Do this. I'm pumped.
Okay, so guys, the way this is going to work is I'm going to say a question, give you a few seconds to think about an answer, tell me your answer, and whoever gets closest gets the point.
All right.
Alrighty.
No prizes, just pure glory.
The prize is the satisfaction. Let's
Okay,
go.
guys, so the very first question is, in 2001, the US Post Service issued a commemorative Thanksgiving stamp. What three words were on that stamp?
Oh, God knows.
What three words were on that commemorative stamp, guys?
Happy Thanksgiving?
Happy Thanksgiving? Maybe? I don't know.
Have a turkey day.
Have Turkey Day.
Have turkey day. Have a turkey. That's
Have
four
a
words.
turkey. Have a turkey.
Well, apparently the American doesn't know how to count. The words actually were, I think I've lost it. It was, we give thanks.
We give
We
thanks.
give thanks.
Obviously, Thanksgiving. We give thanks. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so guys, we all know that turkeys are very, very scary creatures.
They
But
are.
how fast can these turkeys run?
I know this one.
At what speed can turkeys run? You have to wait.
I know this one.
Okay, so you can go first.
20 miles an hour.
20 miles an hour,
20 miles an hour, but not our domesticated turkeys.
but not our domesticated
Yes, the ones we
turkeys, I
eat
see.
are bred to be much heavier, so they can't run that
you
fast.
both get the point
Technicality.
for that one. You both get the point for that one. However, Josh gets an additional point for knowing the stuff about the domestic words. 'Cause I didn't know that. Okay.
It's rigged, man.
So keeping on the
It's like the election.
Keeping on the subject of turkeys,
Yep.
what is the heaviest turkey on record?
Oh, God. See, I thought
What is the heaviest turkey on
I'm
record?
going to go with 45 pounds. I reckon it's the one that Obama pardoned.
Okay, so you're thinking about Obama's turkey. What about you?
I'm just thinking about turkeys in general. I'm just-
You get quite hungry.
I
now.
think if I was a turkey, I would be like maybe 86 pounds. Like,
That's quite specific. That
yeah,
is-
I'm gonna say 86 pounds.
Fair
That's a
enough.
massive turkey. Well, the correct answer was 86 pounds.
No way.
Congratulations, that's a point.
No
for
way, that's
the
ridiculous.
American.
Wow.
Man, I'm falling behind.
Okay,
This ain't
so
good.
next question. How many pounds of cranberries were produced in 2012? We all
Oh,
love a
God.
good bit of cranberry sauce with our turkeys.
Yeah, of
So how
course.
many pounds of cranberries
Oh,
were produced in 2012?
Yeah, that's got to be a couple of 100 million, probably.
A couple of 100 million? You
This
think
is
quite a lot?
huge. I'm
Quite
going
a
to
lot
like
of
200 million.
cranberries. 200 million?
No.
200 million?
Half a trillion?
Half a trillion. Say that in a normal number, please.
Oh, 500.
500
500 million.
500 million. Well, the correct answer was neither of you. However, you were closest. The correct answer was
Damn it.
768 million pounds of cranberries. I'm thinking.
Just wrap it up.
I'm thinking we'll wrap up here. Congrats, guys. So, who won that one?
Who won? I believe it was me.
Well, it was
Ah.
it was two points each. But since I'm slightly biased, we're gonna go into the Britain.
Yes,
There
Britain
we are.
wins.
Britain versus America.
Alrighty then.
Britain wins.
Thank you very much for coming on the show,
Yeah, thank
Nico. Now, next up on the show, we will be having a look at our very own Nerve News TV, Jessica Spicer and me. We are going to be showing you how to get your bird stuff for the holidays. So let's get cooking that turkey, shall we? Do it. For more inches. Hello. So we're going to be teaching you how to make a Thanksgiving turkey fully stuffed and prepared for your lovely Thanksgiving dinner.
Except it's not a turkey because one, we can't afford it, so we're going to make a chicken instead.
But it'll be fine, I'm sure it'll work. Before we do anything,
What?
Hand washing.
Okay.
Health and safety, guys.
You go.
So first things first, wash your hands. Oh,
Oh,
nice and wet.
stick some soap on there. There you go.
Sick. Alright, so once your hands are washed, give them a bit of dry. Now I'm going to magically make a towel appear in my hand. Ta-da! See that? Magic.
Right.
Borrow that.
Now we have a lovely little oven dish for our little bird, and we're going to line it.
See, that's magic stuff.
Where'd it go?
Vanish.
Right, come on, Josh.
Right.
Okay, just lay that nicely.
Yes. Got that around.
I'm just gonna
We're good at this.
I'm just gonna whack it onto 9 because you use that smart numbers anyway.
Yeah, so that would be about, what, 210 degrees? Something like that. Top tip, guys, when you're cutting onions, you put a spoon in, facing downwards. Apparently that will help you stop crying when you're cutting onions to absorb some of the fumes. Welcome back. Very welcome.
As you can see, we've got the onions and we put some already in the pan and some ready to go on top. We just need to do a bit of the garlic now.
Yeah, so we shall do that. We're doing the refreshing the whole thing.
Okay.
We have decided that because we are lazy students on a low budget, we're not going to make homemade stuff in the old-fashioned way, so we're going to use some ready-made in the box. There we go, so you get all that into the jug.
Give it a good shake.
Give it a good shake. That's swirling action.
Right.
Alright.
Now you want to be careful because you'll add hot water to this. You just want to add a little bit. And keep mixing it each time. It's going to be...
Just keep stirring, shift that out of the way.
There you
Does
go.
not look fantastic.
Wait. Let's go.
What?
Let's get
Okay,
Oh!
what are we doing here? I'm so confused.
Wait.
Oh, doing this thing. Okay, yeah.
I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long.
He's in for a treat.
He is in for a treat.
Make sure you plug it up just right.
Yeah, plug it up just right. Alright, so
Right.
we'll wash our hands off and then we'll get down to the greasing. Time for the greasing of the turkey.
Now that your turkey is well and truly stuffed,
Well and
you
truly
need to butter it up a bit.
So, yeah,
but we'll
let's,
go for a more healthy option
so,
and using coconut oil.
You will indeed. And I'll get Alright, so I get on here. Give this a go, shall we?
No,
Really get in.
My love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. In time.
So are we seasoning this now?
Yep.
Alright, well, I think I'll
Do you
let you
want-
do the seasoning part because I'm not very good at that sort of
Well,
thing.
are you a cranberry sauce person? Because
I'm not actually. I'm not
Some
much of a
people put
cranberry
it on
sauce
top,
person.
but just like a hint of it.
Into it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll do it for the sake of the camera, shall we?
I don't like cranberry, so for the sake of everyone here, I'm just going to put a hint on.
Put a hint on the top. Alright. So, I believe now we are pretty much
Now,
ready to cook.
now we're ready for
We're
the
ready.
baking. Do
We're
you want
ready
to put
to
some
bake
onions on
this.
top just to...
We can indeed. I've just washed my hands. What a shame. Oh well.
Oh wow, it's the onions, keep the vampires
A
out.
little bit of onion on there.
This is our finished lovely bit of turkey, stuffed
Turkey.
turkey. And we're gonna pop this
Oh,
little
okay.
chappy in the oven for about 2 hours.
2 hours, so about 200 and 210 degrees.
Bye little man, go off to the brave world. See you on the other side.
We decided to film this at 1 in the morning, so my co-host Jess has gone to bed. So in the meantime, I might as well get this bird out of the oven and see how we've done, shall we? Don't forget, it is very hot when you first take it out of the oven, so be sure to use oven gloves to keep you from getting burned horribly. Should see the bloopers on this one. Oh, so if you have a look at that, as you can see, it's looking absolutely beautiful. Nice brown coating. We put it up here on the table. We'll have another look at it properly. So a good way that we can tell that this is being properly cooked is if we have a look under here on this leg meat, you can see that right underneath the meat itself is a lovely white colour, which means that it is nice and thoroughly cooked and ready to eat. And it tastes delicious. So yeah, back to me in the studio. So if we move on to our Did You Know section, did you know that Thanksgiving, or Thanksgiving Day, is a public holiday celebrated on the 4th Thursday in November in the United States and Canada? The first Thanksgiving was held in autumn of 1621 and included 50 pilgrims and 90 Wampanoag Indians and lasted 3 days. Many historians believe that only 5 women were present at that first Thanksgiving, as many women settlers didn't actually survive that difficult first year in the US. And did you know, Thanksgiving didn't become a national holiday until over 200 years after the original Thanksgiving. Sarah Josepha Hale, the woman who actually wrote the classic song Mary Had a Little Lamb, convinced President Lincoln to make Thanksgiving a national holiday after writing letters asking him to for 17 years. Speaking of turkeys, turkey prep earlier, no turkey was actually served at the first Thanksgiving. What was on the menu, you might ask? Deer, venison, ducks, geese, oysters, lobster, eel, and even fish. And did you know, the first Thanksgiving was eaten with spoons and knives, but no forks. That's right, forks weren't actually introduced to the Pilgrims until 10 years later, and weren't a popular utensil until the 18th century. Did you also know, Thanksgiving is actually responsible for TV dinners? In 1953, Swanson had so much extra turkey, a whopping 260 tons of it, that an ex-salesman decided, you know what, we should package this into aluminium trays with other sides like sweet potatoes, and thus the first TV dinner was born. Now also, did you know that Thanksgiving was almost a fast and not a feast? The early settlers gave thanks by praying and abstaining from food, which is what they planned on doing to celebrate their first harvest. That is, until the Wampanoag Indians joined them, and then they decided that they'd turn their fast into a 3-day feast. Speaking of fasting and feasting, there is also one lucky turkey every year that gets pardoned by the President of the United States. The President will pardon this turkey and spare it from being eaten for Thanksgiving dinner. The first turkey pardon ceremony started with President Truman in 1947, and Obama pardoned a 45-pound turkey named Courage, who was flown to Disneyland and served at the Grand Marshal of the PAC's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Now, how did the tradition of watching football on Thanksgiving start, you might ask? Well, did you know? The NFL started the Thanksgiving Classic games in 1920, and since then the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys have hosted games on Turkey Day. In 2006, a third game was added with different teams hosting. And for our final fact of the day, we have wild turkeys. Did you know they can actually run 20 miles an hour when they're scared? But don't worry, our domestic turkeys are much slower. Alrighty, well, I'm afraid that is all we have time for today on the show. But I just want to thank you all for joining us on this festive episode, and we do hope to see you next time for our BU Society special. And from all of us at NerveTV, have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye.